Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays XCOM 2 Long War 2. Again, early access graciously provided by 2K Games and the team that is making Long War 2. And again, this is also sponsored by Humble, where you can pick up XCOM 2 in its base version for $12 in the Humble Monthly, which is available until February 3rd. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I took some time off camera after that last episode to build a little bit of a character pool here. So I haven't, made every single recruit customized yet, but I have named people after, up to, from Robert Alpaca Patrol down to Mike Mathis. That is the squad that I customized. And we'll keep more going on the fly. So we got, Robert there. He is our assault. Actually, the character customization is not that bad. It actually, considering there's only prefabricated faces and hairstyles, I think we did an okay job. Not one-to-one. There's Austin, he is our grenadier. There's me, I'm the specialist. It's still called specialist in Long War 2. Michael A.L. Fox, I gotta say, the beanie, a little oversized, but it, is the closest I could come to my boy, Michael A.L. Fox, who will be our gunner. Nick is going to be our ranger, looking positively Snowden-esque. Kate is going to be our technical officer. She's got a flamethrower for a hand. That's pretty dope. Sinvicta is injured, but looking badass with his flashlight gun that shoots in spurts, and if it hits, it's gonna hurt. Of course, our Swedish sniper, Dan Giesling here. Wait, no. Customize. First off, save the character pool so we don't lose him. And then I gave him red hair accidentally, and his hair should be brushed up. There you go. But then, that's more of my Dan style right there. Again, have mercy. There's only 6 faces. So, considering that apparently everybody I work with is the same race, borderline, everybody is the same gender, except for Kate. And then, we're all from Canada or America. I did what I could. There's Bear Taffy looking a little similar to the rest of our units. And there's Mathis. Mathis just struck me as the kind of guy who would want to go out there in a helmet just for safety's sake. I'm not even saying that's a bad idea. So on the last episode, we beat the tutorial, which is actually not that easy. And we're going to now go to our geoscape.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry. Not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
So in contrast to the vanilla version of XCOM 2, we do still fly around and, get things like Black Market where we can trade money for resources, or resources for money as the case might be. We also have a slightly different approach to guerrilla operations than we had in XCOM 2, and I'll approach that as we get to it. So we have the Black Market here to start with. We can recruit a scientist, we could recruit an engineer, we could recruit a grenadier if we wanted to, or we could buy some things for our weapons, as well as some resources that we might need. It's debatable whether we'd actually like to buy an engineer right now. You think engineers really like working on advanced tech for Advent? Most of them really do, yeah. Not this one, though. We could get an engineer or a scientist and accelerate our production, but I actually think that we might be better off... I'm not going to sell anything right now, either. We might be better off just building a facility right off the bat. Actually, no. Because here's the deal. We can go build a facility and maybe build, a laboratory or a workshop to get...
engineers to clear out space for construction first.
Oh, we get unique gremlin drones which can be sent to staff any adjacent room or facility. Okay, I didn't know that, actually. I was thinking of laboratories and workshops the way they were in Enemy Within, where they just create scientists or engineers for you. But I think I will actually recruit an engineer, which is going to be very expensive for us. But now that we have an engineer, I can go back here and start to clear out alien debris.
Commander, so far I haven't seen anything critical.
Which we cannot actually do, at least not in Long War 2, without having an engineer to staff it. So in 8 days, we'll get some supplies out of that. This will pay for itself relatively soon.
But it's going to take some time to get all that stuff cleared out.
So we're starting in East Asia here. I don't know if this gives us any advantages. I'm actually not sure. It's based on the number of nodes you connect, if I remember correctly.
Are actively pursuing them. It will be up to you to ensure the safety of our operatives, Commander. Good luck.
So, resistance communications, I believe, are high priority missions that tend to be time sensitive. So, you know, you have 9 turns to get to this data cache, hack it, and then protect it and escort it out of the mission. So let's see what they've got for us here. Guerrilla Ops, rescue VIP from advent vehicle, find a lead. Baseline enemy activity extremely light. Our reward is an engineer and an intel package. Obviously, we will confirm that we'll do this. And we pick a squad here. So we got the base squad that we succeeded with on our last mission, but there's 2 different squads. There's multiple different squads that you can create. So in contrast to XCOM 2 and indeed XCOM Enemy Within, you really had like an A squad and a B squad, but they were never working at the same time. Long War 2 mixes this up by allowing you to send multiple squads out to kind of prepare for missions, and then you can basically save your configurations of soldiers into a squad and then just hot select them when you want them to go. Additionally, we can actually select extra soldiers here to join us on the mission. So let's select... We'll select Bear Taffy, and we'll select Mathis. And then we got one more space, and we'll take the rookie with the best aim, who is Yong Sun Yang. 80 aim, -6 defense, but like great shooting ability. So let's go back. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. We're still good, right? Excuse me. Did I make a terrible... There we go, mission. Click on that. Confirm. Just make sure we got the same squad here. No, I need to select the soldiers again. That's okay. All right, give me Bear Taffy. Give me Mathis. And give me Yong Sun Yang. All right, and then we're going to start the infiltration. I just first want to make sure we've got all these units decked out with what we want. Basically, they're all going to have the ability to carry like a nanofiber vest right now, which I'll look at. Ceramic plating grants 2 ablative armor points. Once lost, they cannot be regained for the remainder of the mission. Does not increase wound time if you lose it. We can also give our units a pistol if we wanted, have another sidearm so that they wouldn't have to reload if they ran out of ammo. And of course, some of our special units are going to have their own unique items. Like, for example, the Grenadier can hold 1 extra grenade, which in this case is a frag. They also have the grenade launcher, which allows them to launch it farther. But let's save squad. I guess they're automatically on the squad. And just start the infiltration. So the infiltration is different than anything I've seen in the modern XCOM games, at least before. You send units out on a mission, they land, and then they start an infiltration. So they just kind of sit there. I don't know yet what a successful infiltration gives you, because I've never succeeded at it. Boost infiltration. You can spend intel to boost infiltration, but I don't know what that does. But we have 8 days until we have to launch. So in that meantime, we can just let time tick up and see what happens. Incoming transmission. View mission. Dr. Polina Popova. East Asia, confirm. So then there's going to be another mission that pops up. We're going to autofill our squad for this one, and it's going to be all rookies. And actually, we don't even have enough soldiers to fill out the second squad completely. But we're going to send it out like this. This is going to be our Kilo squad. And this is basically going to be the B team. So you can actually have 2 squads working on missions simultaneously. So right now, all of our soldiers are away from the base, and we're kind of just killing time until we want to go through with this infiltration. So we completed resistance communications. That's good. We'll look for modular weapons next, which I believe allows us to make some magnetic weapons. And then we'll go back to the bridge of the ship to prepare for this infiltration. So we can now make contact with other regions as well, which we should start to do. We have the intel, I think, in order to do it. Haven 4, Haven 5. I have no idea what that means, to be honest with you. Haven 6. Maybe that's just actually the number. No, that's Haven 6 as well. I mean, just to reduce flying time, we might just want to go, like, West Asia. Make contact, costs 80 intel. So we do want to expand, because this is going to allow us to fight back against the Advent Doomsday Clock, basically. So we're going to scan, and we'll probably be forced to do one of these infiltrations before we actually finish making contact. We did get another guerrilla ops operation. I don't know if we can actually do this, because we have no squad ready to go for it. Autofill squad? Yeah, we have no squad, so we can't actually do it. That's fine. So I guess I'm not used to having to choose and prioritize missions. We got 2 high priority missions, so I think we made the right choice. But high priority could mean more difficulty as well, so we have to be careful about that. Alright, we get the ability to make a bunch of stuff in our engineering bay, which we cannot afford right now because we have very low supplies. We'll just start researching alien biotech, which is the last thing that we can research before discovering new stuff, I think. Otherwise, we just put more points into kind of like passive research. Beautiful. So we've cleared alien debris. Let's go view this room. And we could start to build a workshop or a power relay, but I honestly think we should just go back and go like alien debris, clear alien debris, put our engineer on that, excavate, get us some more supplies. So far, so good. We might want to build some scopes or something to outfit our squad with before this infiltration mission goes through. So this is achievement unlocked. It's actually the first time I've made contact in Long War II, which is obviously going to open up some new regions for us. We're kind of close to like infiltration on some of these. I don't know, just scan here for now. All right, so we have to now. Current enemy activity, light to moderate. It said extremely light before. Enemy readiness fortified, mission expiring, must launch or abort. Let's do it, but I'm scared. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think that would have... Let's not do that yet. Launch mission. Alright, so now we'll actually load in and do the mission. So that's an element of the game that I'm not totally well versed in yet, in case it's not obvious, is the infiltration. I don't know what happens if you get to 100%. You can also boost infiltration at the cost of intel, but we need that intel in order to connect node on our map and keep expanding the resistance network. So for now, I haven't really invested in picking up infiltration boosts, but maybe we'll see what happens with that in the future. But for now, like, the game is still like an embryo. Our campaign is still an embryo. We need to be very gentle with it. We need to play really well and not make too many mistakes on this mission in order to get to the point where we're actually like capable of succeeding. A very successful mission here would be nice. Mind the frame rate as we load in. Alright, so this is our A squad. And we've got to rescue the VIP from the Advent vehicle. We actually have a Sky Ranger escort here, which is excellent. We don't have to call down the Sky Ranger ourselves. And we've got 13 turns, which is not insignificant, to be honest with you. But this is where things are going to start to get very difficult. So let's see who's at the front here. Austin, Last Grey Wolf, our Grenadier. Going to move you up here. We already have eyes on our first pod. To be honest with you, we should probably go in on them. Because the odds of us... I tried to do a similar mission to this by being what I thought was a smart guy. And just... This is a rookie, I'm just remembering here. So, let me just see. By being a smart guy and like, I'm going to play stealthy. It did not work. We just ended up popping 3 pods at the same time instead of popping them one at a time. So, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Robert is our assault, so we want him to be a little closer to the front. We would like, actually, like Dan, who is this unit, to be in the full cover here. And this, it's because he's the sharpshooter. So I want to get him leveled up as fast as possible so he can just dish out death from above. But remember, I mentioned in the last episode, Dan can actually holo target units instead of just passing after moving once or hunkering down, which means he can actually provide a passive bonus to the remaining members of the squad after making his first move. Rob is assault. Austin is grenadier. I am the specialist. You know what? Put up or shut up. I'm going to keep myself relatively close. We could do like combat protocol, or sorry, I think it's aid protocol, but I'm probably not going to. Michael A.L. Fox is our gunner, so I would like him to have a good shot where he can maybe land some suppression. Nick is... I forget the name of this class now. It's not gunner, it's something else, but Nick actually needs a good angle as well, because if he can get a shot, he can fire his primary weapon twice in one turn. Or you could say his coconut gun shoots in spurts, and if it hits, it's gonna hurt. Kate is a rocketeer. I would, not in hindsight, but in contrast to the way that I handle, just gonna go a little faster here. I handled XCOM 2 my first time through. I'm going to slow my roll a little bit and not use rockets necessarily as the way to open engagements, even though they deal a lot of damage. I think there is a case to be made for not doing that and instead saving that rocket to get us out of a hard place later. So with 10 squad members, again, it takes some time here. So we're just setting up for turn 1. I kind of... What did I do? Oh, hollow targeting. Please tell me that doesn't break concealment. Thank God. I was just hitting 2 because it's Overwatch over and over. Yeah, we should be very careful about that. Yeah, like, don't accidentally throw out a stun here. I want to go in on this pod. I want to kill this pod next turn so we can keep moving forward. So I want these guys to all get in firing range. So that icon on the sectoid means that we have him hollow targeted right now. Which effectively means that we can do, we have a 10% aim bonus against him until their turn was over. So, see what our odds are here. 69, 69, 69, 69. Okay, beautiful. Well, I think we should open up here. Assuming everybody has a shot, I think we should start to go in. And really, again, you could do this in a different way. You could choose to do an ambush, and that might work a little bit better in Long War than it did in not Long War. But I like to have the flexibility of not having our units waste their turn by just taking a reaction shot. So I'm going to launch a grenade in here with Austin, because he has the longest range associated. And it looked, I was cheating and looking at the icons down there. It looks like we've destroyed cover and maybe gotten some flanking shots, but maybe not. Maybe it's just because they were not in cover at all. Alright, so we've done a little bit of damage to each one. Again, our overall goal is to destroy this pod on the first turn that we pop them. So they've all run towards me, which is probably extremely for the best. Let's look at how we want to approach this with our newfound abilities. Nick has the ability to shoot twice with his primary weapon. I think he should just take both of this sectoid, honestly. Big miss to start with, but that's okay. We got 8 other units apart from Nick as well, so even if he misses on both... Alright, I said that, but what I really meant was don't miss on the second one. That's a bit of a bummer. Alright, we got me over here. See, there is the ability to throw in more grenades. We would probably prefer not to, if we could. What's the value here? Like, who's the highest value shot? It's probably Dan, with his 69% chance to hit this sectoid. So let's have him take this. If he hits, it'll kill unless it grazes. Wow, okay. Gotta be honest with you, not really pleased with the way this is open here. Starting to feel a little slighted. Michael A.L. Fox does have the ability to suppress. He also has the ability to do an area suppress, which he can suppress 2 units with it. I'm just trying to think. Like, we have so many. You know what? Mathis is a low-value shot right now just because he's a rookie, which means I think he actually is the right dude to throw a grenade and keep us from getting flanked. So I want him to, like, break this target with the grenade. We can always have Bear finish them off if necessary, but because Mathis has no special abilities, I'm just gonna have him throw out an explosion there, and he got a kill, which is awesome. Now, if we can kill the sectoid, where's my boy Yan Sung Yang? There he is. He's got the 80% chance. honestly, we should save his wonderful ability, I think. And Robert, Alpaca Patrol, can also run and gun for a necessary kill if he has to. So let's take inventory. We got Fox, we got Kate, we got Bear Taffy, we got Yansung Yang, we got Rob, myself. Okay, so we got enough units left. Bear Taffy has basically nothing better to do except throw a grenade. Or take a shot. So I'm going to have him start by taking a shot. He's going to pick up the KO, which I believe... Oh, that he left loot on the ground, which is good. If it hadn't left loot, I would have said we got a promotion. We might have gotten a promotion anyway, I'm just not sure now. Now we have a 50% chance to pick up a kill on this advanced sentry with Yansung Yang, the Wunderkind. He's picked up the kill with the gray shot, which is beautiful. So that's probably our 3 rookies getting promotions here. Now with our remaining units, we just need to find a way to get the KO for sure on our other unit here. We have a 23% chance of a stun or an 8% chance of a hit. The thing is, it would be very easy to just move in here and take the KO the easy way. I just don't want to accidentally pop another pod. But I'm gonna take a slight risk with Robert Alpaca Patrol. And his stun is a 31%er. I'm gonna take an even greater risk with Robert Alpaca Patrol. He's got the 100% chance to kill. Thank God they didn't show us that up close and personal. That could have been a little grimy. Alright, he did 11 crit damage. That's disgusting. Good job, Rob. Alright, we are going to move forward slightly. Because we need to keep moving forward to get here as quickly as possible, basically. So because Kate has not taken a shot, gonna move her up to like roughly there. Fox, you can overwatch. I have also not moved. I'm gonna move up to about here. The thing is, we definitely, like, 1,000,000% do not want to find another pod before we move. So if it was enemy within, we could afford to be a little slower here, I think. But because it's not enemy within, I don't think we can. So I'm going to start by moving forward, I think, as far as I'm willing to go on this turn. Which is probably going to be with Rob or myself. Like, I kind of don't dislike this move. Moving. Very inconspicuous. Okay, so if Rob's fine up there, that means we're probably fine to move here. And then anything within those 2 bounds is going to be fine. So we're going to get our first piece of XCOM 2 loot. And it is an elite suppressor. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's just better than a regular suppressor. What does a regular suppressor do? Fantastic. Yes, good point. I don't know. So let's try to get Dan into position because he is a sniper. No squads. Oh, no, he starts with squad sight. Sorry, I forgot that's the first perk now. So we're going to get him in position right there. Fox is... I mean, he's a good squad member here, but it doesn't necessarily matter that much where we place him, I think. We're just going to make sure everybody's up near the front so that they can, you know, easily move forward. Similarly, we're going to move Kate over here and hope that we don't accidentally trigger the worst wave of all time. Mathis, if you have full ammo, you're basically just going to move up. If you don't have full ammo, I would like to have you reload first. Like, for example, Bear Taffy does not have full ammo, so I'm going to move him blue and then have him reload. Just so we're ready for our next engagement. And then, similarly, Yansung Yang, the Wonder Kid. He does not know how to miss. You should reload. If we don't have enemies in sight, we're just gonna have you reload. We can get some pretty dope Overwatch traps that go off. But, I mean, I'd rather have ammo and then know where we can go. Man, we hit for 5 on the It wasn't the officer, though. It was just a sentry, but still, hitting for 5 on Overwatch is way better than you would expect. Any damage we can do to soften him up here is beautiful. Fox whiffed, in spite of the bullets traveling through the surveillance drone. This is going to be a tough pod to crack, because they're spread out. Oh, this is Kate. And Yonsung Yang. I think it was Yonsung Yang. Oh, we killed the drone now. That was Austin with the kill shot, I think. But it's still going to be a tough pod to crack because these guys are behind cover. So let's start with our boy Daniel. He's got a 24% chance to hit, which means to me, unless we land a grenade that blows up this entire thing, we're probably best off going for either an Overwatch or a holo target there. So how do you break up cover? Typically, that's where, like, Austin's gonna come in here and launch something like that. I don't think these units are on Overwatch. We have nothing to hack, so as a specialist, we're not doing great right now. Fox could also throw down, like, an area suppression right here that could be disgustingly good. So I actually think that's where his efforts should be focused here to begin with. So let's have Fox come up. And we popped a second pod, which is my bad. But at the same time, if these units all get pretty close to one another, we can get some seriously high-value grenades and flashbangs, which might actually change my approach now. But also, if we go back to Malf here for a second, no, area suppression, sorry. Like that, it's like at least suppressing 2. Might be suppressing 3 there, probably suppressing 2 there, etc., etc. So this is almost certainly where we're going to want Kate to come through with a rocket, I think. She's not really behind cover right now. Let me just see where we're actually able to land this thing. Like something like that seems like it could be excellent. We want to destroy as much cover as possible. Even though it's not a reliable source of destroying cover, even just dealing damage to every enemy in that area is good. Alright, but she needs to get behind cover first, so let's just move her behind this half piece of cover. And, I mean, we could launch the flamethrower as well, but it's not going to reach quite far enough, so we definitely want to throw in a grenade, or sorry, a rocket here. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get that unit at the back. I think our efforts are better focused like that right there. And this is just a guide for where this rocket is going to land. So let's hope we get lucky and she actually lands it. That looked pretty good to me. It also blew up some of that cover. It destroyed some loot, but as far as I'm concerned, that's completely fine. All right. Sorry, where's Daniel? Daniel might have a better shot now. 59%, 39%, 24%. I think at 59%, he takes the shot to hopefully get a kill. Beautiful shot. And this is the thing, like, Long War 2 will send these things at you that seem like it's unfair, but they also give you the tools to deal with it yourself. Like, the fact that we have way more squad members, for example, is certainly helping us out here. So I'm gonna move Austin up to here, and he's either due for a grenade, which he can land fairly nicely, or a flashbang, which seems like the right choice to me, just because, like, defensively speaking, it could help out a great deal. So we'll just wait on that, though, because things could change. Now, for me personally, Haywire Protocol. You can attempt to hack units and gain control of them. I'm going to take the chance to hack this unit, even at the cost of my own turn, because if we succeed, it'll be good experience, and then beyond that, it might... Oh, don't hack the lady! It might cause other units to fire at it. So we can go for the stun, or we can go for control. We're gonna go for control. Not the world's greatest! Not the world's greatest. That's gonna fail. And this drone is gonna become slightly better. You scared the... What are you doing creeping behind the door, lady? You're freaking me out. It's a high-tension game, and she's just silently watching from behind the door. Kate, you landed a clutch rocket, though.
Yeah, clutch villain. I am with it.
I am scared about the way this is going on. Let's see.
Judo chop.
Mathis, come through in the clutch here, buddy. Get behind full cover. Prove yourself a worthy rookie. Maybe Mathis could be our flashbang expert, and Austin could actually shoot a grenade. This will hit those 3 units back there, which I think is pretty good. Yeah, it hit 3 units. And then Austin can actually shoot in a frag grenade. At these guys? I mean, these guys are disoriented. I kind of feel like you should try to get lucky and take this guy out, but certainly, like, the grenade gets more value if it destroys that wall. I just can't tell if that's hitting both of these guys back here. Okay, go with your gut. Go with your gut. Even though they're disoriented, we might have somebody who can take, like, a free shot at us, which is not a good situation, of course, but... Alright, well... Austin just picked up 2 kills, which is a little ridiculous. We got the surveillance drone, and we got a disoriented unit that we can hit there. I actually feel like if we can get Nick to get back here and shoot at this guy, like, somebody's got to put that guy in a bad spot, right?
Heading out.
It's only a 36% chance, but I'll take the 36% chance to knock him out. We also have a 0% chance if we use any of our shotgun abilities. So, Nick... redeem yourself. He has not been redeemed yet, but one day, I assure thee, one day. All right, Michael A.L. Fox. We don't need suppression because we killed enough units. Nearly killed it. Probably would have killed it if I hadn't failed my hack. Who's still left here? We got Bear Taffy and Yon Sun Yang. And then we got Robert Alpaca Patrol, who actually might be able to land a long-range stun on that guy. Okay, but Bear Taffy's up first. What's the Bear Taffy play? Get behind this cover, shoot the drone, and hopefully kill it. Again, 1 dead target is very important. Nailed it. Thank you, Bear Taffy. Yon Sun Yang, the Wonderkind. Can we... Who else is left that I can... I need to move someone to get into a position where I can land this. Okay. Well, I think this is the best move for Robert Alpaca Patrol. He's got a 0% chance or a 21% chance to stun, or he can just go into Overwatch. But I need... Yansong Yang needs cover to take his shot. So where is a good spot for him? Like here, he has no shot. There he has no shot. We can't leave him out in the open, so I think you have to accept that, unfortunately, Yansung Yang is not going to have a shot here unless these units are stupid. So put him into Overwatch. Probably should have had him reload. I don't think you go for the 21% chance of a stun on the officer because he's already disoriented. I think you go Overwatch, hope for him to run and get a better reaction chance, or a better shot on the reaction shot. All right, more enemies. I told you there's gonna be a lot, dude. We missed, and I think Rob's our only Overwatch unit here. But these guys are not gonna be able to shoot at me this turn. But there are gonna be shots fired, though. This is a perfect opportunity for Malf to do an area suppression. If he can suppress all the units in that area over there. Oh, you guys have shots this turn. Okay, so that was Mathis that just got shot. I didn't think these guys would have a shot this turn, to be honest with you. That's another great area at the back for a flashbang. Maybe if we can get... Yeah, Austin has no grenade cooldown, so you can see like a flashbang right there is extremely high value. But we did get shot for the first time, and nobody has a med kit yet, so we gotta be smart here. Malf definitely needs to do... He needs to get close enough to deal area suppression. Kate is probably invested in doing a little flamethrower action here, if we can get close enough. Dan has a 39 and a 24. Not great shots. Mathis is feeling the burn. He's got some okay percentages. At least 2 okay percentages. Yansung Yang needs to get close so we can leverage their amazing ability. Are any of these units on Overwatch? I don't know if they can be. So this is why I was kind of waiting on the use of the rocket, but we did use it last time, and I felt like to this day, that was a sane decision. As ridiculous as this might seem, I think we move Mathis forward. I was trying to see if maybe we can get a flanking shot there, but I don't think that's going to be the case. That guy's going to be a problem. Well, we got to do something, right? Obviously, like, for Rob to get a hit here, we're gonna need to kind of, like, sidle into here. Just want to see if he'll even have a shot if we do that. I can't see if he'll have a shot. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to get the camera to cooperate. I mean, I think he'll have a shot. If he doesn't have a shot, we can throw him in here, get him to throw a frag at him. Because Austin can definitely land the flashbang, but he's out of frags. Actually, you know what? Start by putting Robert here. He's got a frag ready. We need to get, like, in there and destroy their butts if possible. Like, something like... Well, I wish I could hit both here. We're gonna have to do something like that. Might be able to get a super lucky double kill and take some damage off the table. Okay, yeah, that is what I would describe as a super lucky single kill that took some damage off the table. Does Dan have the kill shot now? No, he still can't see the other guy. All right, Mathis, though, has the 67% chance. Shoot the J. Shoot the J. All right. Should have known. Should have known. Fox, I still stand by area suppression on, like, that guy right there. So we have to get him close enough to do that, but... Nick has no shot, which is actually quite the problem. Because even if we reload, he won't be able to get in there. Okay, Kate, though. Kate, what has Kate got going? She is a target right now who could be shot at. I think we should move her behind this full cover. Oh, I didn't realize. Didn't realize. Yep, that's on me. Without a doubt. But it just took away her armor, so it's not necessarily the end of the world. Then, we do have fire. Like, we can light that car up. We also can probably blow this car up. We can blow this guy up. I don't know. I don't know. This guy is not going to be disoriented much longer. Okay. I mean, I hate to just use explosives over and over, but it's the smart play. Did not destroy cover, but he is on fire. So, feeling a little bit better about that. I hate to say it, but Dan, you're on the 40% train. Come on, dog. Come on. Big brother. Oh, you had to let me down. Okay. Not good. I agree, Dan. I agree. Michael A.L. Fox has to get close enough to go for the area suppression. I think you do it on that unit right there. That's going to suppress 3 units, so he'll get a free reaction shot if any of them move. I can't really get into a position where I can take a shot. Oh wait, I can if I can get Nick to move to a position where he can take a shot. It's tough. Do we still have Austin? We do have Austin. Austin's got to be like our boy here. So I'm going to move him over here and have him land like a ridiculously disorienting flashbang. It's the only thing that makes sense to me right now. Is something like that. Actually, this guy will not get disoriented, so we should make sure it lands on these 2 units at the back. The more shots we can take off the table, the better. And these probably will not be the last units we have to fight. So we're using a lot of resources to take these guys out, but that's what happens when you miss your 60 and 70% chances. Not that I'm pointing fingers or anything. Bear, do you have a shot if you move here? No. Well, in that case, I'm gonna run you up. Because we need to get you into a spot where you can do something next turn. Nick's gonna have to reload, admittedly, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And there, you know, space is at a premium. Why don't you reload?
Oh yeah.
And I just want to get you to, like, full cover in my lifespan. Sure, you're probably not the juiciest target right now, so don't flatter yourself. I think I should reload and then also give somebody the bonus from aid protocol. So who's most likely to be shot? Austin, Kate, maybe. What kind of a husband would I be if I didn't give my wife the plus 20 defense for a turn? Mathis is also a priority because he's taken damage, but so is Kate. Her armor's been shredded, and to be honest, as a rookie, Mathis is less valuable for us. So we did kind of strike out on that turn, but we kept them relatively at bay. This guy's the wild card. Taking a shot at I don't know who that is. Is that Yonsun Yang? So we got a hunker. What happened to my area suppression, Mouth? Maybe it just gives you a big movement bonus. Maybe it doesn't confer the reaction shot. Okay, so it's going to be our turn again. Any moment now. Thank you. They've given me my drone back. Alright, so we have another... we have another wave coming right now. So I'm going to start by... Basically, I'm going to just admit that we have to go full aggro right now. So Rob is going to run and gun. And basically just ice this dude. Who has been super annoying. Honestly, this would be a lot easier if we had access to our Shinobi. But because he got wounded in the last mission, it's going to leave us a little tighter. I can't deny that. So Rob gets that kill. But we need to, like... Yeah, we have to reload. But we pay for the guaranteed kill if we don't kill everybody else. So, really only 37%, but a higher crit chance, huh? The good news is, it's actually pretty sensible for us to get flanking shots here. Like, how is this dude not flanked to all hell right now? Nick should be able to get the... Oh, but he doesn't have the ability. Because he's out of ammo right now. That is actually, like, supremely my bad. Well, we're going to be in a dangerous spot if we do that. So I think, Kate, you come over here.
I'm on the move.
And we save grenades for a turn. We got to ice the dude who's got a good chance to ice Rob. We didn't have to, it didn't have to be that way. It didn't have to be that way.
Okay.
Where's my Daniel at?
Use some ammo over here.
Dan has no shot, which means, oh, he has no ammo.
Ready to rock.
Which is amazing because he hasn't landed a shot all fucking game, but. Okay, Mathis. My boy Mathis with the 22 percentiles. He's gonna have to bust over here and honestly do their job for them. You got a 34% chance of icing this dude. I'm very sorry, Robert. You were a great soldier. Everybody else has figured that, you know, what's the point in keeping Robert alive? What's Robert done for us lately? Apparently nothing. I mean, I don't really want to kill a civilian, if possible. Fox has moved one. Or he's reloaded to start with? Is that correct? Bear Taffy. Savior of the world. No, because if you cut, they can just bust you down if you do that. What about my boy Austin? Austin Last Grey Wolf, 26%. That's no good, man. How does this guy have any defense left? It makes no sense to me. He's standing out in the open. He's disoriented. He's confused. I shot at the wrong dude, but Austin is a guarantee. That one is human error, without a doubt. Yeah, Malf has already moved once. So he takes the 44, the 37, 29. Honestly, Malf just straight up takes the 44. Knock this dude out of the game. It's all fucking falling apart, dude. Because we're about to have another wave enter the system right now. So, like, honestly, hell itself is about to come this way. Those dudes are so weak. This dude is disoriented. We're gonna... I can't risk a grenade throw. Well, I could, because we have flashbangs left, but... Dude, this is actually horrible. I would never have expected to get this screwed. Or this Scrooged. I mean, if Bear goes in here, he's in for a... You know, viewer, bear beware, you're in for a fucking scare. Yon-Sun Yang. It's your time to shine. You gotta take some people out. 45 on the officer, but it could graze him. Can't hit the units at the back. Grenade's not guaranteed to get the kill. What do? Is you take your 50% chance to knock somebody out. I'm begging you. I'm begging you for mercy, XCOM gods. These units are already disoriented, so they can't be disoriented again. I gotta take the L and accept that Nick has to reload here. Dan can't do shit on his turn. We'll put him up in Sniper Town. And Bear Taffy is like the last line of fucking defense. Well, that's not true. There is still me with a 19% chance to hit. Come on, give me something to work with here. We can hack what? Now's not the time for that. 19. I think we have to save grenades for the next turn, honestly. So just go into Overwatch. We got Bear Taffy. Honestly, I think Bear Taffy's in a reload Overwatch. Like, we're sunk cost fallacy. We've already taken, like, a lot of bad things have happened to us right now. Let's not quadruple down by making them even worse. This dude is on fire, which I forgot about. But Rob's in a horrible place right now. He's flanked to all hell. This dude just disappeared, which is great for business. We landed the kill shot on Overwatch. Thank you, XCOM AI, for an unbelievable amount of mercy. Yep, fair. Yon-Sun Yang is getting torn the fuck up, dude. And then we've got an Overwatch ready for anything, which I don't know what that means. Honestly, losing a rookie, even a good rookie, after all that, I'm not that bummed. Alex is panicked. That's okay. As long as you hunker down and don't shoot at your own teammates, I'm fine. Rob, you're not panicking. You're not panicking, Rob. Robert, you can't panic here. 16% chance to hit. We do have that Overwatch back here, so we have to worry about that. We also have to keep moving forward because we've got to get kills. We just got to get kills. So Mathis, we got very low percentage shots, unfortunately. If this guy's on Overwatch, he is not going to see this coming. So we're actually just going to dip behind this truck here. Rob should have an easy KO. Oh, I didn't even see you, dude. Like, this guy should be dusted. Lovely. Now, we got a dude inside of this building that needs to get wiped. We have to be very cautious with the sight lines from this guy right here. Here's the thing. Is he going to have line of sight if I step here? I bet he will. Take a look. Kate comes here, she will have a shot.
Moving on target location.
She could also just light the dude on fire. 80%. That's why I married her right there. 80% chance to murder an alien if the situation presents itself. Honestly, I think I do go for the hack now. We're not doing anything else. I know we got that one dude back there, but we're not doing anything else just yet. So let's see if we can get this hack and maybe make the rest of our life a little easier. Failed hack results in nearby enemy groups being alerted to our position. Give me the easy chance. Small cache of intel. Self! That's fine. I mean, it's really no consequence at all. What is this? Carry unit. You're gonna carry this dude's dead body? But why? All right. We have an issue. The issue is how the hell are we gonna get to that guy? Obviously, like a flashbang does the job. How do we even get to him is, I guess, the thing I'm trying to get here. Check this out. No, boost Mathis's defense right now. Yeah. After boosting Mathis's defense, we're going to send him against the Overwatch, which already has an aim penalty associated with it, to bait it out. And he got fucking iced. He got KO'd in like a second. Alright, beautiful. Well, that's one way to bait out the Overwatch. Hopefully I saved Mathis into the character pool so he can just, you know, be resurrected. Turns out my plan was not as good as I thought it was. You're on Overwatch. Hey, the good news is, now, like, anybody can just be on Overwatch. We're gonna send Dan forward, because, like, now we're gonna have a lot of reaction shots on offer here. I'm a little pissed about how this mission has gone. Can you just suppress him? Like, this is XCOM, but also, dude, we've lost so much momentum on some of these. Like, to be missing these, like, 2 times 63 and then another 63% chance rate after, it's like a, you know, 14% chance or something that happens. Wait, why are you panicked, Austin? Just slow your freaking roll here. You're fine, dude. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the extraction site quickly enough here. Unless it's right on top of this building right here. Long mission, too. Well, you know, they call it Long War for a reason. I don't know. 6 turns is a lot. We probably have a pretty good chance. Damn, dude. Roberts lights out. Guarantees himself that most damage award, without a doubt. So we definitely want the, whatever the loot is. Laser sight. We should start equipping these, honestly, like when we get back to base. But we'll probably wait for the next episode. We lost Mathis, we lost Yansung Yang, but I think, honestly, like, you can see for yourself, it has not been an easy challenge. You know, we're popping, like, 3 pods simultaneously. Whiffing on some shots I'd rather not whiff on. Please don't pop a pod. We've moved so far. This would have popped a pod if we would have popped a pod. We would have seen it pop by now. Olga Volkova. Her name was Olga. She was an engineer. This song is called Copacabana. If you pop a pod, you're fucking fired, Bear. That's just how it's gonna be. Alright, so we got all of our squad members up here. Here comes the first wave of reinforcements. We have enough Overwatches that we could get lucky and stop them. We have no Overwatches, because we spent all of our time reloading. So how do you tackle this now? Honestly, I think we just bail, and then we send, like, flashbangs behind us. But just keep in mind where you need your cover to be now. So start with Olga, who was a showgirl. And just make sure she's behind at least half cover from the opposite side. That, I hate a frame rate hiccup because it oftentimes indicates sighting a pod, which would have been just catastrophic there. I think, honestly, everybody just moves as far as they can. And last one out, like, flip the lights off, right? Like, that's as good as it's going to get for Bear. Some of our other units are going to be luckier. Although, it's going to be harder for them to bounce out when it comes time for, the next movement. Because there's going to be Overwatch all over their butts. Dude, did it have to be, like, the worst array for cover of all time? Because I would love to go for, like, a hack here. But I don't know if it's plausible. Like, I can move a little bit. And after moving, is there a flashbang that I can land? Not meaningfully. So, you go for, like, the hack on the truck? No. You go for the haywire protocol on this combat surveillance drone. And we've got to succeed on one hack over the course of this episode. If we don't succeed on one hack, what's the freaking point? Oh, it's easy to at least stun it. And you know what? In this case, let's take the stun. We would not have succeeded. If all other things are equal, we would not have succeeded on control enemy. So, we made the right call. We'll stun that surveillance drone for a turn. Not saying it necessarily gives Austin the easiest way out, but... no, it might be a start. Similarly, Fox actually probably... reaction fire against anybody that moves, imposing a -30 penalty to all aim. Okay, Fox should move half moves and do area suppression. Or maybe he should just use... oh, he can only see 2 units. Well, instead of using suppression, let's use area suppression. At least, like, try to take one person out of the game. Now, Nick can actually take a shot, but... to be honest with you, his shot prospects kind of suck. So we're just going to move him out at least a little bit. Similarly, Kate actually might be able to sneak in a flamethrower, but... I think we're just going to try to get her as far out as possible. And Dan is like... he's not the right man for the job. We'll move him all the way here, and he might be able to take a shot next time. And then Rob needs to move and reload. I actually think I'm going to have him reload. He's not in danger right now. I'm going to have him reload Overwatch, just on the off chance they make it this far. So that guy I could not suppress, unfortunately. Fox is going to get shot at. We got very lucky that that whiffed. Anytime the AI whiffs on you, you gotta thank RNGesus. I didn't even see that guy back there, but he's just on Overwatch. Yeah, I mean, that should miss because it's a... well, it's more likely to miss because it's a -30 penalty, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We've got 4 units, and one of them is on Overwatch. So, what do you do here? Well, Daniel has terrible prospects. So... I think you start by getting Olga Volkova over here. Austin, Last Grey Wolf. It's a long walk, dude. Especially with only 4 turns, like... pretty much gotta go as far as you can go every time here. So this is like Kate back here? Kate, get as far out as you can safely. That seems like ideal cover. Then, Austin, can you take Kate's spot? Yes, you can. Alright. Okay, we knew that there was going to be this Overwatch. Consider ourselves lucky that we got over it. Watch. Our hack means nothing, so... I think we're like basically trading spaces as we fall back here. Like, Dan should fall back. Even behind the half cover, I think is fine. And maybe he can take a shot next turn. And then... Malf. Oh, dude. There's not great spots for him, unfortunately. So Nick's going to fall back. Is that the spot I want it to be? Yes. Okay. Nick's gonna fall back. We did, at this point, you know, there's no prizes for getting out of here. Or there's no prizes for killing all these aliens. We should just get the hell out of here. With this, as my opinion at least, with as many units as possible. So that move is important because by getting Bear over there, it allows us to get Fox over here.
On my way.
Ah, but he no longer has the suppression there. So we're actually just going to keep moving him back. And I think that's fine. If we can get every unit behind full cover, I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. Half cover will do, as it will have to, but...
Will do.
Alright. Alien activity. I don't think we have anybody on Overwatch, so they might be able to get like 3 shots here, but they're gonna have to move pretty far to get the shots. And once we start getting units on the roof, it's much less of a problem for us. Because we can just have them escape. Okay, so they're like behind the truck right now. We have another set of reinforcements closing in. So what do I do here? I mean, honestly, oh, it's 2 more turns until that cools down. I see. Well, the VIP should go. We're gonna have to move, like, faster. So I think units that are closer to this are going to... Like, how do you get in and up this pipe? You probably just go that way, okay. I don't know if that we just failed a mission in 3 turns. I would hope that's not the case. 68% to take a chance. Take the chance. At the very least, knock this drone out so they can't get line of sight off of like a squad site or something. I don't even know if that's how it works, but... Okay, so who's red? That's Dan, right? Dan, what's your shot here? 56? I actually don't love it. So I'm just gonna move you. It would actually be really nice to have Overwatches available on this turn. Because we are gonna have other enemies coming after us, probably. But this drone is pretty much gotta go. Nick can move and shoot.
Roger that.
So we're gonna try that on for size. Oh, did you have to? Did you have to?
We're still holding.
You're still safe there.
Target position now.
And you're at least moving closer to the edge here. Come on, you can finish the job. This ain't your first rodeo. Beautiful.
Kill confirmed.
How fitting is it that Mathis died in the first episode? Not because he's like, you know, a bad person, but because it's just funny that for the perceived, not even rivalry, just like good-natured ribbing between us. Of course Mathis has to bite the dust, otherwise it's not in keeping with the character, you know?
Roger that.
Alright, so again, expect reinforcements. Hopefully these reinforcements land far away from us. This is the problem with not having Overwatches available. Yeah, this guy's like, oh shit, there they are. Alright. At the very least, Olga, get out. We're finally, like, closing in on the end of this mission. It's a long one. This is gonna be probably the norm.
VIP secure and infantry
Alright,
free.
she's out.
This is Firebrand. VIP is secure.
Who else can make it on this turn? We actually did a pretty good job of keeping our squad relatively close together. Daniel, get out of here. You can't even take a shot after you do a blue move anyway, so... We're gonna have you bounce.
Just in time.
Austin can't quite make it. I am just gonna go on this roof, honestly. Austin's in a bit of a weird spot here.
No need to ask twice.
Malf? Basically, I want somebody back here to, like, take a crack at the enemies, like launch a flashbang or something at him. Kate can't quite make it, but she can make it to safety, like relative safety. So, if you can get on the terrace, get on the terrace, man. Apart from that, we're just gonna keep sending people like back this way.
Good to go.
Bear should be close. Yeah, he's close, but not quite.
Getting it done.
And then Rob. It's not like his running gun is gonna be worth much. Let's just send him up here. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody now. So we didn't take a shot with anybody. We're really going all in on this strat here of just like run as far away as possible and then hope the reinforcements don't come in too close. Oh, okay. So right there, huh? It's actually surprisingly okay because we can flashbang 3 of them if they're on Overwatch. There are going to be shots fired, I think, at Nick. Luckily, it was a miss.
I'm taking fire. Menace 1-5, you're out of time. Get to the evac
Okay,
point.
so everybody's got to get out, like, now. These guys are not on Overwatch. So let's just look at, like, Nick. Can Nick make it? Not right now, but let's see.
On my way.
Okay, so we're going to send Kate up. And she's... I don't know if she can shoot and leave, so I'm just going to have her leave. Austin can make it.
Got it. Move it.
I can make it. Dude, this was a tough mission for mission 2. Nick's also, like, not going to be in cover at all.
On it.
But honestly, I think he's just got to take the chance.
Just in time. I'm out of here.
Maybe we could have thrown a flashbang and then bounced.
Okay.
And if Nick does not make it, I'm just going to say, hey, maybe if you landed one of those 2, like,
Evac confirmed.
63% shots, this wouldn't have been such a problem. Okay, so here comes the surveillance drone. Little zap. It missed!
Taking fire over here.
Life is good. It missed. I'm imagining probably there will be some more shots fired at the dome piece here. He got critted, but it just took his armor and then 1 HP. So right now he's wounded, but he's got to have strong rolls against the final 2 soldiers here. He might, I mean, I'm jinxing myself by saying this, he might even live if the other soldier hits him, but it's not going to be ideal. And also, that dude's on Overwatch right now, so really... Oh no, the other dude's on Overwatch. Here comes the shot. He's out. Well, we lost Nick, Mathis, and Young Sun Yang. We got an acceptable mission. We killed 19 enemies. Honestly, I think we did relatively well there considering the considering some of the problems we faced on that mission. Rob was like a superstar there. We'll level up our units. We'll end the episode. Again, let me end the episode by saying if you want to pick up XCOM 2 in advance of Long War's public release, you can do so at the link in the video description below. This is sponsored content. Humble is paying me to say that you can pick up the game, but it is a ridiculously good price from a reputable source for a great game that I have vetted myself, you know, a year ago when I played it when it first came out. So it strikes me legitimately and genuinely as a win-win. You can check that link out in the video description below or the annotation that's on your screen. You also get access to other games in the Humble Monthly. Again, if you get it before February 3rd. Goodbye, Nick. And goodbye, other units as well. So now we get to choose our Mathis and Yan Sung Yang. I think we should go for a medic. I will be the medic. But cool under pressure is just plus 10 aim on Overwatch and the ability to crit on Overwatch. But I think we need the ability to heal right now. So we're going to go medic on myself. Robert is a stone cold killer. Slug shot, special shot for primary weapon shotguns. Only fire a shot that pierces 2 armor and has no range penalties. Uses 2 ammo, 3 turn cooldown. Electroshock. Your arc thrower disorients the target when it misses. Yo, that seems pretty good. And Breacher. Reaction shots have a significantly decreased chance to hit. The bonus goes down with each additional reaction shot you face. A guaranteed ability to bait at least one Overwatch is pretty important. So I'm going to start with lightning reflexes. You may disagree. Grenadier. Sapper, your explosives can destroy many cover objects. Needle grenades, they do not destroy loot when they kill enemies. Or rapid deployment, I think it's throwing a support grenade. Does not, oh, yeah, if you activate this before launching a grenade that's a support grenade, it doesn't cost an action. I'm going to take destroy cover, because I find that I am leaning on that a lot, even though it's not always working. Okay, center of mass. You do 1 additional point of base damage when using guns. You may parry melee attacks and counterattack with your combat knife, also gain +10 dodge, so just a better chance to graze in the future, or to be grazed. And grazing fire. Miss shots with your primary weapon have an additional roll to become a graze. It's like if you miss, maybe you get like a 1 in 6 chance of at least doing some damage. I think that seems decent, but honestly, +10 dodge might be really useful. It's unlikely for us to parry melee attacks, is my guess. Right now, but there are melee units in the future. I don't know. Sure, you know what? Let's give him +10 dodge. Hopefully not only if you parry. So this is Kate. Your rockets are more accurate. Fire suppression, which we already know, or roust. Special flamethrower shot that does limited damage but forces enemies to change their position. So we can roust someone from a fortified position, but I'm gonna go fire in the hole for more accurate rockets because I'm relying on rockets a lot. And then Bear Taffy is going to become another technical, which is good. And Dan is promoted. We get death from above. Killing an enemy at a lower elevation with your sniper rifle costs only a single action. Snapshot, which means you can move and shoot, but you suffer severe range penalties beyond 5 tiles of squad sight. Or rapid targeting. You may holo target an enemy as a free action with a 4-turn cooldown, and it no longer ends your turn. I think we should holo target, so once every 4 turns we can get a huge damage, or a huge targeting bonus. Alright. Good night, Mathis. Good night, Yong Sung Yang. We got, I believe, an engineer. An elite suppressor. Oh, suppressors make your soldier better at infiltrating. Good to know. And we probably need to get some new recruits. Beautiful. And low intel. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode again. This is sponsored content. Check out the game on Humble. You get access to it early if you pick it up right now, and access to the other games in February's monthly bundle on February 3rd. For now, thanks for watching. Thanks to 2K for the early access to the Long War 2 mod, and I'll see you next time.
It sounds a